London in the underground, 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 London in the underground. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. The music for all your needs with great personalities, bringing all wet bands in the land to all broadcasting you straight out from the fall. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. James, that is.
This next song brought to you by Cuban Lou's Pube Lube. New and improved. Comes in tubes of two.
Ask your doctor if Cuban Lou's Pube Lube is right for you. Allow 22 weeks for delivery.
London Indie Underground, making your mom wet since 2012.
Call it bullshit. Well,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the London Indie Underground Indie Stream podcast. Coming to you live from the Shire pub here in London, Ontario. Thanks for tuning in. It's your first time joining us. We are London's only independent music podcast, showcasing some of our area's most talented artists, bands, and personalities. And very pleased to be able to do our podcast here from the Shire pub in the remaining days. Available to us, as you probably heard. Wow. I mean, there's no nice way to say it, but our days are numbered here at the Shire. and for no fault of our own, or through no fault of our own, rather, it looks like a development company is attempting to purchase it. They want to bulldoze the place to the fucking ground so they can make another condominium or whatever the hell they're going to do. So that said, there's some proceedings that are happening, and we're going to wait patiently to find out what the fate is. But we do know we have a bit of time here, and in the interim, we're going to continue to do the podcast here on Wednesdays and continue to showcase some of our local independent bands. So I'm joined now by Ghosts.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you guys for some time. The Diaddicts are joining us here at the Shire pub here for the podcast today. Gentlemen, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thanks for having us.
When I say Ghosts, I mean that, in the nicest way possible.
It's true.
Very
It's
pale.
true.
We've been in the studio for
Right? Well, I mean, you're living in Lucan, right? And I always see your pictures from the end of your driveway.
Yeah.
And you always have like 8-foot snow drifts. So
yeah, it's
I
hard to get
imagine
out of the driveway sometimes.
you don't leave very often, right?
No.
So we've been patiently waiting some new stuff from you guys, and I know there was a bit of hiatus. We've got Kevin and Matt joining us here. And Kevin, you also play with your wife in the Marrieds.
Yeah.
And you had a bit of a hiatus from the Diaddicts to pursue that venture, right?
Yeah, we were very busy doing that and touring around. So the Diaddicts kind of got put on the back burner for a while. Not that it wasn't happening, but the songs were slowly developing, and Matt and I were talking songs and recording and stuff. But just to find the time to actually sit down and demo them and then actually get to the recording process just took a long time.
Yeah, I can imagine, right? Because you got to schedule around him whenever he's available.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. But I was going through, working with some other bands as well, and so it's hard to work on the record when he's out of town. But we got a good start out on it last spring, and then he went out to the East Coast for a while, and then he came back and we finished it.
And now it's time to get the rock out again. You know?
No fooling, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been on the other end of that spectrum there, so.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this
Yeah.
is like a dichotomy for you. Does the other side, does it give you something different, or is it
It
equally
does.
rewarding on both
It
ends?
does. I'm very moody, I'm a very moody person. So sometimes I want to get the folk out, and then sometimes I got to get the rock out, I've been folking it up for a while, so I got to turn something up loud pretty soon and do it right,
I heard Matt Grady in the background there. Matt Grady, ladies and gentlemen. I heard you coming up the stairs. We're broadcasting live right now. Got a little crew assembled here for the podcast today in anticipation for performance by the Black Firm Spectacle. Just off the top, ladies and gentlemen, what you heard was a brand new track from Wasted Potential called Nuclear Piss. We're also going to showcase that on the radio show on Friday. Morning Brew by Snacks, and then we had Red Arms of Down to Sound. So Diaddicts, so what was the time frame on the process here? How long did it take to finally get this all recorded?
About a year. We took March break. We're both teachers. We took it last year to demo all the new stuff, and shortly after that, we tracked drums and bass, and then I don't know when we started doing guitars, but
In the summer, I think we started doing guitars.
yeah, it sat on the shelf for a couple months while the Marrieds were busy.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it was off and on for a bit, but a year.
Well,
Yeah.
and at the same time, too, I remember you had printed some mixes, and it looked like it was done. And then I don't know if you got some new plugins or some
Yeah.
new software. And that always happens, right?
Yeah, I decided that my mixes sucked. I put them in the car and I wasn't happy, and I reevaluated what I was doing, and
That was in December.
that was December, yeah. And I reevaluated my mixing techniques and tried some new things, and I remixed the entire record, and it was way, way, way better.
Well, we're always our own worst critics, though,
True.
So did you play for anybody else, or at that point was something close to the chest?
Most people were pretty happy with it. Kev was pretty happy. There's a few songs that needed some tweaks and things, but when you're creating art or creative stuff, a lot of people will say, "Oh, that's great! Look what you did," and all that kind of stuff. And you can believe them if you want, but I think that's kind of you're not going to come up with your best stuff if you do that. You got to push yourself if no one else is.
No, that's true. Well, I mean, you're in a unique situation too, where you're recording it yourself, right?
Yeah.
So you're closer to the project than most people would be.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's something to be said for being able to just go into the studio and kind of turn over that to
to Jimmy James.
Yeah.
You take care of
Get
it.
some fresh ears on it and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, in the case with you being an OER grad and obviously having been accomplished and having a great studio, it's nice to be able to do that right at home, right? And of course, you save the cost, other than whatever you spend on the equipment that you're paying for to record your own stuff, right? Which-
And mastering. We still, we got Joe Carvalho to master this one. He's done all our stuff, and he's amazing. And
he is. Have you been to his facility?
Every time.
Yep, every
Oh,
time.
We love that day.
It's remarkable.
Yeah.
And of course,
it's
you guys.
great.
Well, you recorded at Revolution Recording Studio.
Yeah,
in Toronto with
which
the-
was a great spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like across the street. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a great spot.
Matt and Kevin from Diadex joining us here for the podcast today. So what's the plan here, gents? You got this record in hand, mastered. You sent it off for pressing.
We're gonna finalize art this weekend, we hope,
Yeah.
and then send it off next week, and wait till it gets back,
Yeah. Soon.
Soon.
and then figure out how to play it again.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I guess that's more of a challenge for you, right?
Yeah.
No, I think for both of us.
So for those that don't know, Matt is simultaneously the drummer and the bass player in the band. So can you explain to that how that works?
Not really. I use a Roland Octopad. It's kind of like, imagine a keyboard, but designed for drumsticks, so bigger pads to hit. And so I use that, program different pitches in, and runs through, now it's running through the Moog Minotaur, which I debuted at your place
That's right.
the first time.
That
Yeah,
was very cool.
yeah. So
Yeah, I think you guys were one of the first bands that performed on our
That was a
podcast.
ton of fun.
We started like a couple years back.
Yeah.
It was really good.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys brought in like crazy lighting rig.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
you-
think
you
Jane
pulled-
was doing the lighting like around the corner. I think.
Yeah, well, you're right.
Yeah.
And you pulled out the double neck Epiphone for that one.
Oh
too.
yeah. A Gibson. It's a
No,
Gibson.
was it a Gibson?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, pardon me. That's a
Oh,
faux
yeah.
pas.
Oh hey, just for the record, that's all.
Thanks for setting me straight.
Yeah.
So we've been obviously hoping for some time that we're going to be able to book you here, and particularly with it being the end of phase, so to speak. So obviously, hopefully we can talk offline and we can
Our
find
fir-
something else. But are you going to have an out-of-town preview or something before you launch it here in London?
I don't know.
Well, there's maybe a thing at Joe's place, right?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know if we can talk about that.
Unofficial at the moment. So we don't know. No, we don't know yet.
What a tease.
What we can say is that our first gig ever was here.
That's true.
First gig ever.
Yes.
Really?
We
That's
debuted
true.
it here. Yep.
It was on my birthday, was it not?
Maybe. Yeah, it might have been. I
think it might have been.
March 12th,
March 12th.
2009 it would have been.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's been the case for a lot of people that I've spoken
10.
to about this place. Is, some of their formative years in the bands that they were in, and this is where they cut their teeth, right?
We played here tons in tons of different bands. I played here
Oh yeah.
countless bands.
Did you play here with Bob Green's band, Safe and Smoke? You played.
Yep.
He incidentally contacted me recently. He wants to book a show here.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so you might get a call. Just so you know. You haven't heard it from him.
Well, I'm like the sixth drummer in the band, so I might not get a call, but we'll
Well,
see.
and you sit in with Amity Beach too every now and then.
Yeah, when Hanson can't make it. But, yeah.
Busy man.
Yeah, well, try to be.
Yeah. So we were kind of, we had a bit of a chuckle there earlier. Any plans to tour this? It's kind of a deadpan.
I'll let you feel that.
Hopefully. I mean, if we could find time to tour it, that would be amazing. It's not that we don't want to tour it, it's just actually finding the time. If we can find time to do the shows, then we would do it. But that's the hardest part for us, is just trying to find the time to do this a lot because of all the other stuff we have going on. Yeah, so it's a great project. We love playing live. But I think what we're going to do is we may do fewer shows, but just make those shows like a giant, awesome bunch of awesomeness, and just make those shows really special so that people that come to those shows, it's a good treat for them for those ones, and then we'll just focus on whatever show we do instead of stringing together a tour.
Well, I had an idea too for putting together a show called the Two-Piece Specials.
Yeah.
Because you guys are a two-piece band, and there's a number of them that are here in London, right? You guys played with the Blue Stones before, which is a
Yeah.
two-piece band. There's, the Heart Attack Kids. There's another one too that I can't remember.
Black Frame Spectacle?
Of course, which we're going to get to a little later.
Yeah.
So tell us about, you brought us a couple of tracks here that we're going to debut on the podcast here today. And so one of them in particular has 92 time signature changes.
That's right.
So why? I guess
well,
the question, but it's awesome.
It's the last tune.
How did you?
It was at the end of the demo week. We had worked on 10 other tunes, and Kev went home and I guess was probably really inspired by that week and came back and said, "I got another tune."
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I kind of shifted the studio around to get into recording mode, but we set back up and recorded it and played it kind of straight through 4/4 time, and it was just lacking something. It's nice to take something a little bit normal and just give it some kind of twist to make it different and fun. And, yeah, and as I said in the email, I stole some of your fills from Marcellus Wallace for this one.
I heard which one it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Tip of the hat. Tip of the hat.
Yeah, well, I
Exactly.
appreciate
The musician tip of the hat.
Thank
Don't
you very
sue.
much. I
Don't
appreciate
sue.
that.
Yeah.
No need to sue.
Yeah,
tip of the hat.
Apparently, the music industry has changed now. You can't even have like a cowbell
No,
riff and not
no.
get sued.
Yeah, tip of the hat. That's what that is.
Yeah, but your drumming on those shows was very inspiring, so I enjoyed it.
And I mean, you're playing inspiring to me too because you're playing two instruments. Here I am, just holding down one. Like,
Oh, you're running the podcast, so that's
no,
something.
but this is true.
You guys want me to leave you alone? You guys having a moment? We're having a moment here.
We need a minute.
Hug it out.
It's nice to be supportive of each other.
Yes, I know. I'm just kidding.
So we're gonna drop the new singles on the radio show on Friday,
Beauty.
and then after that, are you gonna have a single that's posted up in advance of the release?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're not marketing geniuses here.
No. It takes us a while to do things.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, right?
We'll see.
And
Right now, you have exclusivity. You're the only one with the tracks.
Right. I don't know if Kathleen is here yet, but Leanie's one of your biggest fans, and
Oh,
she's pretty excited to hear this.
awesome.
I don't know if she's around yet, but she loves the song "Dead and Gone." I play it for her all the time. Play
Right
"Dead
on.
and Gone." Play "Dead and Gone." All right, let's do it. So, where can people find you online?
TheDiatics.com
Yeah.
and Facebook. Anything social /Diatics.
DY.
ADICS.
What's the? Where is it derived from? What is a dyadic?
It's honestly the only name that Maddie didn't reject back in the day. I came up with pages of names. He's like, nope, too dark, too this, too that. And then Diatics, it's just because of the two thing, right? So dyad means two, and like, I don't know.
Dicks.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know.
No, the suffix IC just means pertaining to. I learned that in
Well,
etymology
there you
class
go.
in university.
Pertaining to two, so there you
Yeah,
go.
That's so that class paid off right there.
Definitely.
Yeah. It was mostly like, the main reason was it was the only one Maddie was like, it's not bad. I'm like, well, that's the name. That's it. Because I got tired of like coming up with names.
That's the process.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to a couple of your tracks. Thanks for joining us here today on the podcast. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for
Thanks for
debuting the
having
tunes.
us. Yeah.
Cool. We'll
yeah.
be in contact and see if we can't wrangle you into playing here.
Right on.
I would love it. All right, so we're going to get to a double shot brand new Diatics here on deck. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. Black Frame Spectacle is going to be joining us here for a bit of conversation and tee up their live performance. We got lots more here for you on the way. Stick around.
And now it's time for the London Indie Underground Double Shot. Double Shot. Pew pew.
Taking their toll.
Someone's coming in. Turn the porn off.
Where have you gone? Where are you going? I wonder if you'll ever be showing up to my front door. Well, I don't know. Down to the place where I still won't go. Hope they're treating you right. I hope they're treating you nice. Still wish things were different that night. Well, come on. Come on. Gotta move on, 'cause I know that you're gone. Have another, but they'll never be quite like you. I miss your feel, I miss your touch. Remember those times, couldn't get enough of you. Wrapped against me in the dead of the night, body pressed against me in the glow of the light. Gotta move on, 'cause I know that you're gone. Have another, but they'll never be quite like you. I miss your feel, I miss your touch. Remember those times, couldn't get enough. Gotta move on, 'cause I know that you're gone. Have another, but I'll never be quite like you. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
The first of two double shots here today, coming to you live from the Black Shire pub here in London, Ontario. It was the Diaddicts' two brand new tracks we just heard was Where Have We Gone, or Where Have You Gone, rather. You Gone. You. And then before that was Give Your Head a Shake, both of which will also be featured on the double shot on London Indie Underground at CHRW 94.9 FM, 4 to 6 p.m. with myself and Mr. Brandon Eady. Make sure you tune in. We got a whole bunch of new tracks coming for you, including brand new Ivory Hours. We got some new Stereo Kid, new Casey Roberts Live Revolution. We got some new Harbor. The list goes on and on. So we're gonna have all kinds of new stuff for you. So I am joined now here at the table with beers in hand, well, water in one hand, by the Black Frame Spectacle. Don't. So we were talking offline. This might get weird.
Okay. Is it weird yet?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So Adam and Ian.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Good. Thanks, Jimmy. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having us. Thanks a lot.
So nice to finally have you on a podcast.
Man, we've been talking about this since you started.
Right, you helped us move
Yeah.
from the old location in the building to the new location. I put out a call and this gentleman showed up and plugged gear like a pro.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And then you guys were part of one of our inaugural fundraisers that we had
Yeah.
at the club, and I think we had like 7 bands play at that one. It was a huge day.
Man, those were fun events.
We're going to do them again. They're coming back. We've been patiently awaiting the completion of construction that's happening at the studio. They're building a new art store, and so basically the live room is the staging area and construction room.
Yep.
And so there's just stuff strewn about. So, and I'm not really in a position where I can go to my landlord and say, "Hey, fucking, can you clean up your shit?" Probably, yeah. He's got a snowblower over there. He probably run me over. So it's great to have you guys here. Very excited. We've got a nice little crowd assembled here for you today, in anticipation of your performance.
Yeah.
And we've been featuring obviously some of the new stuff that you have from the new 4-song EP. Which how long has it been out now?
We released it at the end of November.
In November.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's been out for a few months.
So we were kind of talking offline earlier about you guys, and I mean, there's you're not very active on social media in the sense that you're not spam artists or anything by any means, but most people that they know your music. It's your music precedes you or anything else that they know about you, right? So and I always found that remarkable because as inactive as you guys are, and no, through no fault of your own, it's just I know you guys took some time off. It's great that people are really tuned in to kind of what we're doing, right? So
it's cool. We've had great support from day one, and talking a little while ago with Adam, like we're going into our 6th year as a band. So we've been playing around town for quite a while now. Like we released our first album in 2011. So it just feels like we've built up this great network of support in the city, and we don't play locally a lot. We try to play maybe every couple of months, no more than once a month if we can, just to try to keep that level of interest and not wear our welcome out in town. And it seems to have served us well. Whenever we put out a call for a show, people come, and it's a cool position to be in. I don't know, I've played in bands in the past where it was like you had a good show and you get a bunch of people and you think, wow, this is great, we should do it again as soon as possible because everyone will want to see us again. And they don't. And you end up just petering out in the scene because people are just like, I'll catch you next time. And by being a little bit more unavailable, it really seems to create a little bit more interest in when we do poke our heads out of the cave. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
No, I like the approach, but at the same time, like I said, it's kind of the music precedes you guys. There's bands that are very good with the online marketing thing, and will hit you hard and heavy with all their show announcements and all this stuff. But really, the music speaks for itself, and I think that's where you guys have found success. And not only that, I mean, obviously being a 2-piece band. For those that are not familiar with what they're doing, well, you're going to see right in the front of your drum set is a fire bell, which is from an actual fire alarm. Was that in a school?
It was in a school. Yeah.
They don't need this.
So before we get to the live performance here, tell me about your bass drum pedal. I posted up a picture of it. And this thing is, it's huge.
I broke a couple, and I'm cheap, so I built one, and it hasn't broken yet. So
How long have you had it for?
Like 4 or 5 years.
That's sick.
So you built it in your shop?
Yeah, so it's like a prototype that I never finished and probably never will.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I built it about 3 days before a show because I didn't have a pedal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there it is.
Yeah.
We should call it the Shack.
The shit.
Shaquille O'Neal.
But it's a cool pedal, and like he built it out of like plate aluminum, And I remember the first couple times that you played with it, it was really slippery because it was just smooth, polished aluminum. So he had to go home and like take sandpaper and kind of like create a little bit of gnarl on it so that his foot would
You
stick
know what?
to it.
Have you ever tried skateboard tape?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Grip tape.
Grip tape.
That was the plan. I just never did it.
Yeah.
It's a
Scratched the
prototype.
face.
Yeah.
Probably get a piece for free.
I sanded it quick before a show, and
Totally.
All right, well, we'll get to a couple of songs here, and then I think it's due time that we have a live performance from Black Frame Spectacle here live from the Black Shire pub. Just a programming note, you're always welcome to join us here. It's no cover for these events, so feel free to come down. We'd obviously appreciate your company. We're going to get to the announcement for next week's show, which is going to be a banger. You're not going to want to miss it. But in the meantime, a band that's going to be performing this Saturday here at the Shire. I know I play them a whole lot, but they're a great band and in the same vein as the Black Frame Spectacle.
Love
Today's
these
double
guys.
shot, Hill Valley Lightning.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the London Indie Underground Double Shot. Double Shot. Pew pew. London Indie Underground.
Ready to lose my mind. Was that trigger finger mine? I heard the shot as his body dropping. Ooh, it felt so fine. But they throw ain't gonna go. 'Cause if there's one thing I know, the devil ain't gonna settle, ain't gonna wait for me no more. Oh, the devil, yeah. Oh, the devil, yeah.
Devil Yell by Hill Valley Lightning here on London Indie Underground. And before that, Who Done You Wrong? They're going to be performing on Saturday here at the Shire along with Kevin Green and the Awesome Sauce and Holy Roller. It's going to be $5, 19 plus, doors at 9 o'clock. Make sure you come and check it out. So very pleased to be joined today for a live performance by the Black Frame Spectacle.
Runs out of ammo, I will stand and fight. Oh, hey, alright. Enjoy your peace of mind, 'cause when the last gun protecting us runs out of ammo, I will stand and fight.
you. That's that. Good ace? All right. So nice to meet ya. How have you been? Well, you'll have to excuse me. I've been living in a dream. I chance to see ya from time to time. And you dance along the edges of the night. Well, don't cry, Virginia. It don't mean a thing. It's supposed to look the bleakest before the spring. And I guess we'll never know. Oh, I guess we'll never know. It's for the better, as you can see. What it really comes down to is what's better for me. So don't cry, Virginia. You didn't miss a thing. It's just better this way. I don't wanna explain it today. And I guess we'll never know. Oh, I guess we'll never know. Whoa. With every minute passing and each decision lasting, there's no turning back now. Don't waste your time believing in things that could have been when it all seems so temporary. Things could be different the next time around. But I'm not making promises just to let you down. So don't cry, Virginia. We've been through this before. It's enough of a punishment to think you don't regret. And I guess we'll never know. Oh, I guess we'll never know. Thank you. Well, this song's brand spanking new. And it is what it is.
It's a kind of a bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway.
This song is called The Legend of Big Dumb Steve. Some men were born to lead, and some men were born to fight. Sometimes the trouble is sponge like Steve. So then out of the pack just picked up Seymour, 300 pounds of good and steely. Ain't got time for her. He's gonna set things straight, yeah. And when missing faces, man, you ain't got a prayer. Yeah, could it be that a point of turn has come? Seems to me that the better man has won. Let me try it, bring it down for you, cuz Big Dog rides with us. Thank you. Big Dumb, everybody. All right. Let's get back to familiar ground, Ace. Good? Yeah. Living down on Baligo Bar, decked out in your regal garb, working that swagger again. While you go comes a man at home, I got mine, you got yours, wrestling the dragon again. I'll buy my measure, and I might be wrong, yeah. 21 more, my daddy to win. Well, here come now, taking your old title, grab your balance, oh, look at the mirror, well, don't get it sit high. Oh. Whittle it down to simple form like he said, get on board, slipped off the wagon again. Was the same old pedestal, spread your buckshot, don't hold, build up your legend again. Oh, by my measure, I might be wrong, yeah, 21 more monkey to win. Ah, here come now, taking your old title, grab your balance, oh, look at the mirror, well, don't get it shit high. Well, leave it down there, quick as I got to knock it out, boy, there's a couple of heads go hard. Miss the way your time. Was there a party in the county jail? Prisoners there, they began to wail. People jumping in the door began to swing. Yeah, shout out the right down jail, but sing last rock. Everybody last rock. Everybody in the whole South Block. Dance to the jealous rock. Dance to the jealous rock. Dance to the jealous rock. Well, here come now, taking your old title, grab your balance, oh, look at the mirror, well, you get this shit high. Well, leave it down there, quick as I got to knock it out, boy, there's a couple of pegs on. Miss the way your time. Yeah. Crikey. I don't say interesting things. This year the garden's looking like a broken dream. I'm not the only one who sees change coming from every corner. I can hear the whisper say it once. I never said I'd never. I'd never let you down again. No. Here, love. Oh, here, love. Love won't let me down again. I see an old man in the mirror. When I dream, all they just cracks or wrinkles of wilted being. I recognize the face, but I don't feel a thing. Comfort in silence till it comes. Someone tell me, don't be afraid. It's not too late. There's so much anger in the bitter world I see. Don't cover me. Just let me play. Nothing sweeter than the blessed love I need. Thank you.
Dust that one off a little bit. All right.
It's the same old human race. You can't resist the power of the light. Can you break the bonds of superstition? Always shackled to the mission. Well, you'll just do it again. It's the shame about your life. You're a cog in the wheel. How can anyone feel alive? As you're slaving away every goddamn day, did you ever stop? Think a minute, why? You'll just do it again. When the music fades, I know we won't be the same. What I'm made of when I'm gone, right or wrong, we won't be the same. You come across like you're delayed is all. While you sit on your ass hoping everything comes your way. As your life dreams away through the television, is a chance to use your vision. Well, you'll just do it again. When the music fades, I know we won't be the same. What I'm made of when I'm gone, right or wrong, we won't be the same. What I'm made of when I'm gone, right or wrong, we won't be the same. We won't be the same. Love what I'm made of when I'm gone. Right or wrong, we won't be the same. Love what I'm made of when I'm gone. Right or wrong. gonna change gears here. All right, little Johnny Cash. Well, they're building a gallows outside my cell, and I've got 25 minutes to go. And the whole town's waiting just to hear me yell. I got 24 minutes to go. Well, they gave me some beans for my last meal with 23 minutes to go. But no one asked me how I feel. I got 22 minutes to go. Well, I sent for the governor and the whole darn bunch with 21 minutes to go. And I called for the mayor, but he's out to lunch. I got 20 more minutes to go. The sheriff said, boy, I'm gonna watch you die with 19 minutes to go. So I laughed in his face and I spit in his eye with 18 minutes to go. Here come the preacher for to save my soul with 13 minutes to go. And he's talking about Burning Man, but I'm so cold. I got 12 more minutes to go. Now they're testing the trap and it chills my spine. 11 more minutes to go. Oh, the trap and the rope, yeah, they work just fine. I got 10 more minutes to go. Now I'm waiting for the pot and that'll set me free with 9 more minutes to go. Oh, this ain't the movies, man, so forget about me. I got 8 more minutes to go. With my feet on the trap and my head in the noose, and 5 more minutes to go. Won't someone come and cut me loose? I got 4 more minutes to go. I can see the mountains, I can see the sky with 3 more minutes to go. And it's too damn pretty for a man to wanna die. I got 2 more minutes to go. I can see the buzzard, I can hear the crows with 1 more minute to go. And now I'm swinging and here I go. He's swinging, there's no ending. It's fucking over. All right. Ready? Yeah. I was watching with one on the other side. While 15 people telling me to move, I got moving on my mind about shelter and some thoughts that are wheels around. I said 39 times that I love you till the beauty I had found. Well, that's one thing they all think later. The whole town
Thank you very much. We didn't write that. Of weakness come from my flesh. 2 years of freedom, no looking back. Feels like I'm waiting all my days inside the station, locked in a cage. Well, then I cut the lines on the brakes. The straight and stop, get out my way. Keep in that fire, cool by the pound. Scars are healing, feet on the ground. The wheels are rolling, take me away. No destination, just day by day. I said I cut the lines on the brakes. The straight ain't stop here, get out my way. Thank you very much. We got one more for you. We'll see if we shake the place apart with this one. Yay! Yay! All right. Another meeting. You wanna be me? Oh, I get this big. Another light in the sand. Oh, no second guess me. Oh, your face up fancy. Oh, now it's all in my face again. Another meeting. You wanna be me? Oh, what could this be? Another light in the sand. Oh, no second guess me. Oh, your face up fancy. Oh, now it's all in my face again. No second guess me. Oh, your face up fancy. Oh, now it's all in my face again. Thank you very much.
London Indie Underground, brought to you by Grandpa Wheezy's Easy Grease. Unleash the beast, only $5 a piece.
I was driving in my Caprice with my wife Bernice. Nowhere near the beast, she just gave me the old fleece. Now every Sunday drive, I'm feeding the geese. Thank you, Grandpa Wheezy.
Consult your doctor before using Grandpa Wheezy's Easy Grease. Not recommended for those that suffer from alien hand syndrome, the Jimmy legs, swamp ass, SARS, or foot and mouth disease. Grandpa Wheezy's Easy Grease.
It's a bee's knees.
body demands. Lick the fingers clean, but don't bite the hand. And try not to die. Try not to die. Try not to die. Try not to take what you want, take to me, live like a beast. Go too far, do too much, until it bleeds. Make life a mess, dance with death, stand in the flame. Wild as a wolf, eat what it eats, it's hungry. Try not to die. Try not to die. Try not to die. Try not to die. Walking round at 6 in the morning, sun soaks the street, and bluebirds are calling. I feel like I haven't slept for days. Pull my change and sip on a coffee, caught in a daze, whispering softly. I just wish I could forget your name. But I know I won't. I know I won't. I know I won't. I know I won't. Light a smoke and go for a wander down by the lake, and I'm feeling haunted, watching the waves, just like we did back then. I look up and smile in the sunshine. I lost your love, but I know what it felt like. I just wish I knew how to say goodbye. But I know I won't. I know I won't.
brand new Ivory Hours with I Won't here on London Indie Underground. We're trying to put our finger on what that sounds like. It's a great song.
It is.
From their forthcoming record. They just released a single for that one at Call the Office this past weekend, and we're going to be playing that again on Friday on the radio show. But a little Lionel Richie in there, right?
There's a little bit of a vibe from that like era where it was just music was happy and fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, well, I mean, it's a nice throwback, right?
Absolutely.
When the contrast to that, I mean, it's, you listen to a lot of music nowadays. Well, I mean, if you listen to the 90s, I grew up in the 90s, and a lot of that music was just right depressing, right? Everybody wanted to kill themselves.
Right.
Especially Billy Corgan. He was ready to just end it all. So I'm joined again by the gentleman in Black Frame Spectacle. That was fucking awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Woo!
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, man, where do you get your influence from? Where do you draw inspiration from on your drumming style?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
I don't know. I drum what sounds good with what Ian plays.
Okay.
Well, this is the first band that Adam's ever drummed in. So this is his first time behind a kit. Now, it's 6 years in, so it's not like.
Cheers.
It's not like it's brand new. But when we were starting out, it was very much just like, so what do we do?
Yeah, I learned with him playing, so it was just
basically like playing along to the things that I'd written, and it was just like, don't fall into the 4 on the floor trap. Just kind of like be a little bit more of your Ringo or that, like just play what you feel kind of thing, and don't necessarily stick to a convention.
Yeah, well, I mean, your playing is unorthodox, but that's only in a difficulty comparing it rather to, another. It's very freeform.
Yeah.
But I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And your kit is set up as such that can accommodate for your animal-like drumming.
It's big.
Now let me ask you: do you go through? Do you break heads a lot? I know your bass drum pedal. You had to craft your own.
Yeah,
but
sticks a lot more than heads, but a lot of heads. Yeah.
What size of sticks do you use now?
What size?
Yeah, are you using like 2 Bs or like?
No, there's 7 Bs.
Really?
5B, I think.
5B. They're 5 Bs.
Maybe I screwed up.
Ian buys them. They're probably 5 Bs.
He buys them for you?
Yeah. They're 5 Bs. Yeah.
But we have a box in our jam space that's like a moving box, and it's basically every stick that Adam's broken since he started drumming. And we're either gonna like ship it to Los Cabos and dump it in their foyer and basically say like, give us a sponsorship, or when the world goes to shit, we'll just use it for kindling. Because there's some great hickory in there.
I've got a box too that I keep of. I mean, sticks are expensive, right? You can go through them pretty quick. I started using Silver Fox, which, by the way, if you trying to get an endorsement from them, Silver Fox, best drumsticks ever. But if you do try them, they do last a lot longer, and that's not just a plug for me to try to get an endorsement. Send me some sticks. But seriously, give them a try.
Okay.
They're good. I like them a lot.
Nice.
I like them.
Cool. So tell me, how did this whole thing start? Like, what kicked this off? Because you guys are in a time when this type of music that you're playing now. There's only a few that I can put my finger on that have that type of sound, right?
Well, Adam and I met like 10 years ago now at when we were working at a tool and die shop together, Tier 2 Automotive, and it was funny because at the time, like, I've played in bands since I was in high school, and the band I was in at the time was kind of dying a slow death, and it was obvious that things were about to change. And Adam and I were just joking around at break one day, and Adam was just like, man, we should just form a shitty 2-piece punk band. And I was like, we should. And so in a little bit of time, I don't really know how much longer after that joke was made, Adam traded up his acoustic guitar for a set of beater drums on Kijiji. And I'd never sung or played guitar in a band. I was always a bass player. And so it was just like, well, let's just see what happens. Like, this should be fun, if anything. And so we just got together, and we put together like a song on the first night, and a song on the second night, and a song on the third night, and it just carried on like that.
I think Ian was just too nice at first to tell me to not come back again. But hey, man, that was a lot of fun. We should do this again sometime. And then I was like, yeah, how about next week?
And then the habit stuck.
You're still waiting for the hammer to drop.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, I'll see you Tuesday.
No, you won't.
And yeah, and it just kind of carried from there. Within a year, we were in the studio recording a first full-length album
With Mr. Mac Grady?
with Mr. Matt Grady.
Who's here?
Who is here?
He's around these parts somewhere.
I can hear him.
Yeah. You can hear him from home.
But yeah, and that was a great experience too. Like we went in there, and Matt was actually fairly. I mean, he'd been at EMAC for a little bit, but he was fairly new to the game too. And when we went in and talked to him, he got us right away. Like he understood where we were coming from and the aesthetic that we wanted to make with our sound, and he just nailed it. And we had a great time with him. Like doing that first album, everything just clicked, and our ideas just kind of bounced off of each other, and it was great. And so when it came time to do a second album, we went in and did another full length with him, and then we just finished the EP with him at EMAC back in the fall.
Right, I was going to ask you about that because the two previous were both full lengths and this was just 4 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do you plan on following this up?
Yeah, I mean, there's always songs being written, and there's always talk of getting back in the studio. And at any given time, it's just a matter of timing for Adam and I and finances.
Right.
Because we fund everything ourselves, like most musicians in this city, and so it comes down to just the dollars to make it happen.
Right.
Yeah. With this, we kind of went through some changes a couple of years ago. I flat out quit my job. So that interrupted cash flow for a little bit, as it does. But then we hit a string of good fortune, and we won a couple of Battle of the Bands, and we ended up racking up some pretty decent coin, and that paid for the bulk of the recording for this one, the EP that we just did.
Right.
So, and now we're kind of getting back into cash flow and all that kind of stuff happening. So I kind of see another EP in the not so distant future. I don't know. Fingers crossed we'll get back in before the end of the year.
Well, I know you debuted at one new song at least tonight, right? Were there a couple on this there?
Yeah, that was the only one of the new ones that we've been writing. The other ones are still kind of in the lab, as it were. But we do have, I don't know, another 3 or 4 that are kind of in works right now. So hopefully by the end of the year, we'll see how those are settling in and playing live and that sort of thing. And I don't know, we might get in for another 4 songs or 5 songs by the end of the year.
So between the two of you, how does the process happen? Like, do you come in with the riffs and do you help with arrangements, or do you play along? Or I'm curious.
I generally write like the majority of the song, like patterns and vocals and that sort of stuff. And then when Adam and I get into this to our jam space together, like he's got a great mind for arrangement, and so like I'll come in with like a basic arrangement, and then we'll just kind of hammer out the details in it and just kind of make it sparkle a little bit more. Like it's tough. Like, I mean, everyone works a little bit differently, and I tend to write like just a bunch of stuff, and then we'll just bring it in and we chop it away and figure out what works and what should go before what and that kind of stuff.
You have anything you want to add to that?
It's about how it goes. That's how we write songs.
That's how we do it.
You don't know what to do with your hands.
Awkward.
Okay, so we've got you playing here for Shire Stock, which is taking place on the 29th of May.
Yeah, it's gonna be
8 bands, 2 floors,
crazy,
including the Black Frame Spectacles. That I guess that's your next show that's going to be coming up in London.
Actually, we have one between then and now in London. We'll be playing Saturday, April 25th, with Bloody Diamonds, the Shitbats, and Fault of Mine at the APK.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Cool. What do you guys do your spare time? I understand you host a podcast too, correct?
There is a podcast that I'm involved with. Been doing that for about 6 years. Actually, that started around the same time as Black Frame. And it's a video game podcast. So
Nerd.
A bunch of my buddies and I, we just sit around and talk about video games for an hour every Wednesday night.
Talk about camping.
Yep.
Should get your son on there.
That's how I started this whole podcast. Actually, was because of my son.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I told the story before, but I came home and it was after school, and he was in his room, and I heard talking, and I thought he had a friend over, so I went to find out if I was going to have to make dinner for an another kid, and I open the door and he turns around with like this panic look on his face and he mutes his microphone, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, well, "I'm hosting a podcast. Can we talk later?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, "How many you got on this podcast?" He turns back. He's like, 81. I'm like, "Really?" Yeah. And so he was just showing people how to camp or whatever he was doing.
That's awesome. Man, it's,
so that's where this thing came into.
It's the beauty of the medium. It's anyone can do it.
Yeah.
And it's great.
All you need is some software, a couple microphones, and
the gumption to do it.
Yeah, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I mean, I think that's one thing that people are probably the most afraid of. But after a while, it's in a couple of beers, you're gold.
Exactly. Well, and once you're dedicated and you've got that time set and you just kind of do it, like I think we've only missed like a handful of Wednesdays in 6 years.
Yeah.
I think we're up to like episode 280 something or 290 something. Like,
so did you miss today?
I did. They're they're in my basement right now.
Oh, it still goes on without you?
Yeah.
Show must go on.
Show
right?
goes on.
Right on.
Yeah.
So where can people find you online if they want to check you out? And is your music available online?
It is. You can go to theblackframespectacle.com, and that has links to all of our media.
You do have an Instagram account, right?
We do. It's collecting dust. When I first created it, we didn't really do. Adam and I are terrible for self-promotion, and for taking pictures and posting them and doing all that kind of stuff that you're supposed to do. So we created an Instagram account, and it basically just has pictures of my garden and like the backyard and like
rock and roll.
Yeah, it's a glamorous life, man. It really is. So yeah, we don't use it that much, but we're on Facebook. Facebook's kind of our main social connection, and then you can stream, I think, all of our material on our Bandcamp site, and then like we're on SoundCloud and Reverb Nation and
MySpace. GeoCities.
Actually, we missed MySpace, and I heard it was resurging.
Yeah,
no. That was a rumor.
I heard it was too, and there was a cool little video that came out, and it was like, "Ooh, it's coming back!" And it's still dead. Yeah, right. I don't know if they're ever going to be able to resuscitate it.
Rest in peace.
MySpace. Nobody wants to go back to the cool names.
Yeah.
The sideways picture.
Yeah, MySpace photo. Yeah.
Where every page looked like Vegas.
Yeah.
It was just like blinking lights and oh my god, it was crazy.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming in and performing.
Man, thanks for having us.
Being a part of this. And
it was great fun.
For being obviously great supporters of ours and getting us music quickly as soon as it comes out. I think we debuted your stuff as soon as it came out. It was great.
You did, and thank
really
you.
Appreciate
thank
it.
you for your support.
No problem.
It's always appreciated.
So we've pretty much reached the end of the podcast for today. Just a couple of programming notes. Next week is going to be Snacks/Confidence Antler on the podcast, and it's their split cassette released through Kurt Murder Records. So if you got a cassette player and you want to come and check out these bands, come on down.
That is awesome.
It's free, and it's. You'll get a download code too. Yeah, I don't think it's just strictly cassette, right? But surprisingly, I posted because I didn't know. I don't know, who has a cassette player or who doesn't. So I, post up, hey, who's got a cassette player? And surprisingly, like so many people are like, yeah, I got one. So I mean, it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
It was my thing back in the day. Remember when tapes would get like too tight and you have to wind it with a pencil?
Use the pencil.
He has a tape label right now.
He has a tape label?
Yes.
Like a labeler?
No, like a record label.
Oh.
Only with tapes.
New wave tapes.
Remember like those label machines that you turn and you click and you turn and you click?
Yeah.
And it was like the next yeah. Awesome. So make sure you join us for that. It's going to be a busy night, so make sure you come and check it out. If you've not seen Snacks before, they're pretty incredible. And this, I think, will be the debut of Confidence Antler, which is Simon Larochette's band. From the Sugar Shack.
Nice.
Studio. Let's go, Brain. I had some of those pickle chips, and then I had a couple of corn dogs, and I'm ready for a nap.
Yeah. Reese doesn't memorize this.
So I want to thank everybody here at the Black Shire Pub. Thanks everybody for coming out, and I want to take a minute to thank Mr. Matt Dyer, who's running the sound back there week to week. He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Once again, thanks to the Black Frame Spectacle for coming in. Make sure you check them out online, folks. And once again, they're going to be joining us here at the Shire on May 29th for Shire Stock. 8 bands, 2 floors, $10. come and check it out. So we will see you on Friday for the London Indie Underground on CHRW 94.9 FM. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you with 63 Monroe Track. I'm going to be performing with them on April the 17th or the 18th is the record store day. 18th, which is the Saturday at Call the Office. From what I understand, too, it's going to be in a partnership with Speed City Records, and they're bringing in a bunch of pinball machines.
Right on.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty killer. So I'm going to be.
Show at Grooves that day in the morning too.
Yeah.
Starts at 10.
Yeah, I think I might be playing at that too. I'm not sure. I need to find out. I get the details tomorrow. I wiped the day open though, so I'm just good to go. But I'm filling in for Jeff Depew, rest in peace, who passed away right in the midst of the recording process as I was working on their new CD, and they humbly asked me if I would step in, and how do you say no?
Yeah.
So I was happy to do it. We're going to be jamming out again tomorrow, and it's coming along. So I'm going to play one of the tracks from this forthcoming release, which is taking place once again on the 18th at Call the Office. Make sure to come and check it out. But that said, thanks for tuning in, folks. We really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks again to you, gentlemen. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay. 63 Monroe, Tattoo, London Indie Underground.
With your celebrity skin. Well, you're just a dog, yeah, looking for a bone, yeah, real rebel, baby, but your cover is bone. You're a freewheeling highway mother trucker. Now hit the road, my little hog sucker. You're looking all tough, you're looking all mean, yeah, you're looking like you're the queen of that scene. Woohoo! With your painted skin. Yeah, you're looking all tough, yeah, you're looking all mean, yeah, you're looking like you're the queen of that sister.